Hey yo guys, what is up? MTG is back in another video. In today's video, we are looking at a budget Stompy green-red deck today. Now, I know if you watched yesterday's video, I told you we'd be doing the other hot sauces today. I kind of lied on two different levels because, well, both were unintentional, but I, one, thought that my stuffy nose was not me getting sick, but it is. I'm sick right now, and that's why we're not doing the other hot sauces today, because I don't need to put myself in more torture than I'm already in right now. So if you guys don't mind, there's also no face cam today because I'm a mess. Yeah, so, but Summer Madness has to go on, or else I'm going to be taking a shot of the hottest hot sauce I have, so. Plus, I'm doing this for you guys, so I know you guys are enjoying the content, and you guys are giving me some awesome support today. So, let's hop right into this. Yeah, so budget modern decks tend to run at around $100 to $150. Now, that might not seem budget, but anyone who plays modern or has looked at other like competitive modern decks would know that this is pretty cheap compared to some of them. Like, yeah. So that is what we're gonna be doing today. Let's go ahead and hop right into this. The first thing we have today is Arbor Elf. It's 1 green, 1/1. Tap it to untap target forest, so just some good ramp, and you'll see why that's even more helpful in a minute. Llanowar Elves, 1 green, 1/1. Tap it for green mana. Once again, some great ramp just to help us speed up the game as fast as possible. Sylvian Carotid, 1 and a green, 0/3 defender hexproof. Tap to add 1 color, 1 mana of any color. This is just, once again, more ramp. So we have 3 ramp cards here. Well, 12 total, but 3 different ones. Bloodbraid Elf, 2 a green and a red. 3/2 haste and cascade. I'll let you read what cascade is, but it's just helping us search through our library for what we need. Deuce of Calamity, the most expensive card in this deck, and for good reason, is 5 hybrid green or red, and it's a 6/6 trample. It deals 6 damage or more. Or sorry, when it deals 6 damage or more to an opponent, destroy target land that player controls. So not only is it a great heavy hitter to your opponent, it's also destroying their lands and slowing their game down. Colonian Hydra, 3 and 2 green, 0/0 trample. When it enters the battlefield, with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. When it attacks, double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. So not only is it's not just the Colonian, but you're also doubling it for everything. So pretty great Hydra right here. Pretty strong card. So yeah, Deuce of Calamity, Colonian Hydra, and Inferno Titan are kind of our win cons. 4 and 2 red, 6/6 for a red. It gets +1/+0 until end of turn. When it enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 target creatures or players. So it's kind of helping you remove some stuff off the battlefield, and it's a great heavy hitter as well. Our spells, we have one spell. We have 3 burst lightnings for 1 red. Kick it for 4. It deals 2 damage to target creature or player. If burst lightning was kicked, it deals 4 damage instead. Normally you'd just be casting this for just for the one. However, I would suggest switching this out for lightning bolt. It's not too much more expensive, so I would suggest making this lightning bolts instead. Lightning bolt is 1 red and it deals 3 damage to any target, so it's a good I'd say it's a better alternative. Now, I am not the creator of this deck, by the way. As you can see, that is not me. Like I said in the last one, pretend like I'm the mailman. I am just delivering the deck to you. Enchantments, we have 4 Utopia Sprawls. These combo great with Arbor Elf because you'll see why in a second. So it enchants Forest. As it comes into play, choose a color. Whenever Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, its controller adds 1 mana of the chosen color to his or her mana pool. And Arbor Elf is great for this because we can enchant a forest and then use Arbor Elf to untap it and tap it again. So you're getting double mana. So you can get 4 mana out of 1 forest with this on it and an Arbor Elf on the battlefield. 4 Rhythm of the Wilds. Creatures you control cannot be countered, so great stopper for any control deck. Non-token creatures you control have Riot. So once again, good. Riot, this one I'll read to you guys. It's when creatures come in, you have the choice of putting a +1/+1 counter on them or haste. So that's pretty good. Cinderglade is a cheaper version of the Shocklands. When it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more basic lands. 4 of those. 11 forests, just plain old forests. Game Trail, 4 of these, as Game Trail enters the battlefield, you may reveal a mountain or forest card from your hand. If you don't, it comes into the battlefield tapped, and it taps for a red or a green. And then you have 2 mountains, and then that is it for the main deck. The sideboard is going to be 4 Tormod's Crypt. For 0, you tap it to sacrifice Tormod's Crypt to remove all cards in target player's graveyard from the great game. So good, great graveyard hate. And then another Burst Lightning. Like I said, I would switch this out for a Lightning Bolt. 2 Ancient Grudge, 1 in a red, destroy target artifact, flashback for 1 green mana. So this is good for any Tron decks that you might be going up against. 4 Cinder Vines, a green and a red. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, Cindervine deals 1 damage to that player. For 1 colorless, sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment, deals 2 damage to that permanent's controller. So some good, also Tron or any other enchantment decks. And 4 Damping Spear to top it off. For 2 colorless, if a land is tapped for 2 or more mana, it produces 1 colorless instead of any other type and amount. Each spell a player casts costs 1 more to cast for each other spell that player has cast this turn. So it's good just to slow down any like super fast decks. And that is going to be it for this video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys all in the next one. If you want to help support the channel, check out the Patreon link below, or you can check out the merch, which will also be linked below. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, guys.